Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at this tabletop tripod from Tairoad. This was sent to me for review. When it first arrived, I looked at it and thought, okay, aluminium legs, but the rest of this is all like ABS plastic, which I'm not so happy with. But after testing it for a while, it's actually really strong, really stable. I watched a bunch of other videos as well where people were literally like throwing these around and they survive just fine because they actually use this same head on loads and loads of tripods. It has a quick release plate that you can screw into your camera, and that means that when you want to connect your camera, you just put it on there like that and it locks into place. So we can shoot whatever we want like this, and then when we want to go handheld, we just do the release of the quick plate and there you go, it's now handheld. So super convenient that it has this quick release plate, and this just screws into pretty much any camera because most cameras use the exact same like screw type. So you just screw it into your camera and then it clicks into place on the top or locks into place. We just pull this release lever here, slide the camera in, push the release back, and there you go, it's locked in nice and secure. Now although this tripod is quite small, it's actually rated for cameras up to 3 kilograms, so even this heavy camcorder it's managing okay. Now if you're wondering about the height, I've got a tape measure here. In its lowest position it measures in at 12.5 inches, but if we extend the legs here we get to about 17 inches, and if we use this adjustment here we get to about 20.5 inches. So although it's designed as a table tripod, it still has some pretty good height behind it, and even if I put it on its top height here, lock my camera in a position like that, it's not leaning forward to fall over. But if you are worried about that, you might have noticed that it has a hook here, and you can hook a bag on here like a sandbag or any other kind of weight, and that will secure your camera in place. So it's nice that we have this hook here. So let me just quickly bring this down to its lowest height, just because it's easier to show on camera. Now what you might not have been able to see because this camera is so big is it actually has a bubble level. Let me bring it closer to the camera. So here you can see the bubble level, and that actually helps you to make sure you've got this completely level on the ground, and if it's not level you can adjust the legs to fix that. Now when it comes to adjustment, I already showed that you can loosen this up and then raise this higher. Now if we loosen this up, we can go up and down like this. And if we loosen this one up, we can go left and right like this. But if we lock this into place and lock this into place, there's no more movement. And what I like about this is it doesn't have any wiggle room. I've had some tripods where there's some wiggle room at the top here, and it lets the camera move around. It's only like 1 or 2 millimeters, but it's enough to cause issues when you're trying to do video work or when you're trying to get a photo, especially like in low light or if there's wind or something like that. So I love the fact that there's no wiggle in this head assembly. Now you might be wondering, well, who is this tripod for? Why don't you just take a full-size tripod? Well, if you're always on the road, it's really annoying to carry around a big tripod. This one, look, you just fold it up like this, and look how small that is. It's so portable. In fact, let me show you how portable it is. Here I have a pretty much average size backpack. I can throw the tripod in here, I can put my camera in there, lots of other stuff, and it's super portable. Now of course it doesn't go as high as some other tripods, but honestly there's normally like a chair or a table or something else around if I need to get extra height. I love the fact that this is so portable. Now at this point some of you might be thinking, well, if you want portability, why not go for the Joby Gorillapod? Well, the Gorillapod's good, but it's not as stable. Whenever I'm using this in public, I make sure that no one is nearby or that I'm holding on to it, because it does get knocked over pretty easily. I never trust this in public because it only takes like one knock and the whole thing falls over. The other thing is it doesn't go as high. Like at their default height, they're pretty much the same, but once I extend the legs on this and extend this middle bit, it can go much higher. So while this one might be great for portability, it's just not as stable, it's not as secure. I just don't trust it in public. And as you saw earlier in the video, it does come with its own little carry case. I probably wouldn't even use that, to be honest. I would just throw this in my backpack and use it like that. As for these legs, the clips feel really, really secure. Like they lock into place. Even if I push this really hard, like trying to push the leg up, it doesn't go back up. Some cheaper tripods, when you lock it, even if you push it hard enough, it will go back in. It just feels really well built. Like I said, I did originally have like some concerns about the fact that it's all ABS plastic, except for the legs, which are aluminium, but it seems to be built really well. Now if I had to find just one thing wrong with this, it would be the quick release plate. Let me explain why. This is the plate that screws into your camera, and you have this bit here that you turn to lock into your camera. Well, sometimes it gets locked like that, facing down, and when you try to put it in here, it won't sit properly. Now it's a very minor issue because you can just push it like this and then it will go into place. So it's not a big deal, but it's like just a minor thing. But otherwise, I really have no complaints. It's a lot stronger than I initially thought. Like, if I really hit this thing, it's a secure, strong tripod. It may not be the tallest tripod, and it may not give you the smoothest movements ever, because at the end of the day, this is plastic on plastic, so it's not going to rival like a $500 tripod or a $300 tripod. But for the average person out there that wants a good quality tripod that's, you know, got okay movement, it's really okay. It's pretty good, actually. I have to admit, I expected a lot less from this considering the price. I'm pretty impressed with it. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.